Today I want to run you through a series of core exercises designed to help you feel better during and after your round and also pick up some yardage. So first we want to talk a little bit about the core. Whenever you hear that, we're going to be thinking of three main compartments. We're going to have our abs, we're going to have our obliques, and the one that's typically forgotten, but yet probably the most important, is going to be the back of that trunk, and that's going to be that low back. So we want to work all three of these. Now, the first one we want to do is we want to look at doing a plank. The reason that I like these so well is it's going to help build stability. Stability obviously being a big part of the golf swing. We want to get that torso to rotate around without having a lot of up and down motion. So, into a plank, nothing fancy. We're up onto elbows and toes. What we're looking for, we don't want to have that drooping down or even the knees on. We don't want to be way up. We want to have that nice flat back holding from right here. Typically, I tell people to try to go for 30 seconds. We can make this a little harder by going obviously into a side plank. We can go up, a lot of different variations there, okay? Today, we'll just keep it simple. So, we just went through, we did our plank, there's our stability. What we're gonna do from there is just a standard crunch, okay? I typically like to have the arms across the chest, go up, and what we're trying to do is I try to think about getting this elbow down to that hip. That way we're getting a nice little crunch motion. Once we finish from there, we're up, and I want to think about reaching up and trying to touch the ceiling. So what this is going to do, you can tell, is I'm going up, I'm getting that crunch, but then I'm extending that back. Next, we're going to go in and work the lower abs. Very standard leg throw from here. So we're up, heels will be slightly off the ground. We're up, we're back down, but we're not going to touch. Nice and smooth and slow. Upper body nice and still. Working nice little range of motion in through there. Really going to hammer out. So we work the upper, we just worked the lower. Now we're going to go through, and I want the shoulder blades to hover. I want my heels off the ground. We're going to come up. We're going to go straight back out, not letting either touch, and up and back. Okay, so we just knocked out upper, lower. We've got our plank in. What's the next? What can we hit for these obliques? So what we'll do from here is we're going to get set, and as I come up, I want to bring that knee up, and I want to go to the side. And that's going to start to hit down on that side a little bit more. We'll go over and we'll switch, and the other. Big thing is as I'm going out, I'm not letting that heel touch, okay? So it's still going to be off the ground. That way we're working down into the hips a little bit as well. There's our oblique. So there's going to be our rotational aspect. So we are now stabilizing. We're stabilizing while we rotate. We're working our beach muscles with the crunches and the leg throws. We've got to hammer out that back. So what we're going to do, again, very simple. So we're going to do Supermans. We want to start and we want to alternate. I want to lift the right hand and the left leg. We'll switch to the other side. We'll go through a set of 5 of those, and then we'll go with right hand, right leg. Now as I'm doing this, you'll see that I'm lifting nice and smooth, and I'm not flopping, okay? The other thing is as we're lifting up, I want to make sure that I'm not rolling over to the side, but actually trying to activate that muscle and work it to its full range. The last one that we'll do is both arms and both legs up, okay? So that's really going to get down into those erectors, work that back. So again, here is a nice little series of ab exercises for you to do. Go through those. If you're just a beginner, do as much as you can. There's no specific number. If you can do 5 of each, that'll be great. Keep adding to it until it's better and better. Should see an increase in some distance, building that stronger core.